Hey, 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 welcome back to the Wheat Field, guys. Welcome back, y'all. Wheat, how y'all doing? This is your girl, Lottie, here at Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, where you show enough never know what you gonna get. Today, we talking about this here text. You wanna know the name of it? It's called How Not to Lose Your Shit. Yes. So, we're going to back these cameras up so we can get going. We are already a little bit, we don't have a whole lot of time to shoot this here before we have to get to the 9 to 5. So, we're going to have to do this quick. Make it a little bit live. We pray. We don't really know what the energy of the day gonna do, but let me tell you, it's already like to what? Okay, because we had to do our reels on Facebook a good 3-4 times before we can get them out. We was messing it up right at the end, Ashe. So I feel like something might be coming where it's like you can hold it together. You practice your coping mechanisms, all of your disciplinary skills. You know what I mean? You got your books, you've been studying, you've been working this thing out. 7 laws of success, how not to lose your shit, understanding all of this dark psychology and all that crap, you know what I mean? And then you get to the end and somebody keep pressing and pressing and pressing you, and before you know it, boom, you done lost it. And somebody then has sucked out all your energy. Energy vampires. Sometimes they come to test you just to suck on your energy and see if they can pull you out your square. Drain you dry. That's how I feel. So I want to give y'all a heads up. You know, bring it to the wheat field. That's what we do. This message is going to be edifying onto me and hopefully edifying onto you. So let's get a sip. And let's jump right on into it, okay? Ashe. I'm feeling it, y'all. I'm feeling it. But you know what? We took some time this morning. We laid in the bed. We did. We had a little thing with the kid, too, Ashe. That could be a part of the energy of the day. I'm sure. Because I'm telling you, this is Tears and With the Rose show. You never know what you're going to get. You just never know. It's where testimony meets tarot. So we got a little testimony today. We do. Now, my kid is 14, but she is not your average. No, not at all. We deal with a couple of disorders. We do. And we put that out there, not to say that it's something going on like that, because she's fully capable and in control of all her faculties, okay? So the child is brilliant. When I say brilliant, I mean smart as a whip, okay? And will use every last bit of it for her benefit. I say not to follow the rules, not to do what I say do, but to do what the fuck she wants to do. So sometimes it makes me feel like I'm going to lose my shit. And I be trying various different tactics to keep it together just a little bit. You know what I mean? So, have you ever had a child that just like to take dinner leftovers for lunch? So like but buy all the things that kids like to put in their lunch. You know, ham, cheese, bread, Miracle Whip, all that. Fruit cups, fruit, chips, juice, the whole 9. She eats them shits in the middle of the night. Whole 18 box of chips gone one night. The fuck do you think I am? Hugh Hefner? I mean, Donald Trump? What's one of them people that's rich as hell? Jeff Bezos? No, I'm not Oprah. I'm brown, but I ain't her. Okay? I ain't got Oprah bread. While you eating up all the bread in the middle of the damn night. But guess what she takes for lunch, for school? My glass Tupperware bowls, forks, spoons, and leftovers. You go in there in the refrigerator and think you're going to have a little leftover for lunch or just pull them out for dinner the next day. Them gone. Why? Because she done took them to lunch. She go to the teacher's lounge and warms her shit up. She ain't taking no sandwich like the rest of the kids. What? She's too good for that. So we had butter chicken curry for dinner last night and jasmine rice. It was really, really good with some steamed broccoli. think that we would have a little bit for leftovers for night. Mm-mm. She packed them in her lunch with my Tupperware and my forks. Source help me. So I saw it, you know what I mean? And I fussed a little bit. I did. I fussed a little bit. Like, you know you're not supposed to be doing this. Like, what is this? But what I really should have did was just took it from her, told her to put it back in the refrigerator, go, no. You didn't pack a normal lunch, so you don't take a lunch for the day. Ashe? That would have been a good thing to do. Very calm, you know, did it right there. But I didn't, you know. I'm like, what are you doing? You know you're not supposed to be doing this. Well, I thought, and you thought, and I thought, and this, that. So I let her go ahead on and take it. I did. But it kind of drained out a little bit of energy. It did. And I could have very easily calmed down, pull it back. Mm-mm. You know that's not my rules. That's not where it's at. Go put it back. And you didn't make what is allotted to you and follow my rules. So for lunch, honey, you might just be hungry, boo. I'm just saying. Until you learn to do what you're instructed to do. But this afternoon, well, not this afternoon, just a little few minutes ago, it's like, whatever, 10 o'clock in the morning. By the time I'm shooting this, whenever you get it, it's yo now. It don't matter. So get a sip. What I decided, what I came up with, because I took a shower. I rinsed it off. You know, let that fade away. Wash it down and drain. Thank you, Father. I wash my hair. You know, get a little moisture going on. Did a little face. How y'all think? You know, so cute. Put on a little clothes. I say, self. Talk to my oldest daughter, too. She agree. We say self. She say yes. We say yes. I think she took her dinner to school with her. What you think? Source says yeah. I pretty much think she took her dinner with her. I also think that, seeing as that she don't really like to take nothing for lunch except for dinner, that she could have lunch for dinner. You want to take my dinner and my Tupperware and my forks to school with you, then you can have the reverse. So when you come home, that lunch that you should have took, that's going to be your dinner. Sounds good to me. Maybe she will come up with it on her own. Then I should just follow the rules. That if I don't want to have sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly for dinner for a week, then I might not want to take Mom's leftovers because I just decided to do me. Sounds good to me. We'll see how it's going to work out. We don't know if it's going to be for the rest of the week. It's Tuesday. So that'd be 4 days. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or we might just do it for the day. Who knows? We'll see what Spirit says about it. We'll consult the Spirit and see how far they go. Either way, this is our text. How not to lose your ish with your kids. And Father took us to this nice little passage. But we're going to have to pray. Y'all know we got to pray. We got to get into some prayer before we jump into it. We already 8 minutes in. We definitely said welcome my week. But if you knew, welcome to you too. Welcome to the wheat field. This is your girl, La T. Tears and Wheat to Roll Show. Well, you sure enough never know what you're going to get. Because I am a whole channeled messenger, messaging with the big three. We get downloads here from the big three. Our infinite, eternal Lord of all creation, the Lord of all hosts. It's mine, the infinite intelligence of the all, and the breath of life that connects and binds us all. That's really what it is. We can read creation. So we could have some anything. Like creation, I could have a leaf. I could have a text. I could have some crystals. I could have some cards. I could have, straight boom, download on me, and we get it on out. Father Scribe, yes, Father Scribe, and we say it. Whatever comes out, comes out. The message is what the message is, okay? With that being said, Got to give you my disclaimer. We are spiritual, highly spiritual, not religious at all. Not religious at all, beloved. And considering that we are not religious, we look at world theologies, how the source has spoke to the wheat field all over the plain throughout time. We got a new text coming too. I'm so excited about that. And we look at all the atomies, the allergies, the ants, the icks, and all that, like such as physics, metaphysics, consciousness, science, astrology, astronomy, biology, all of those, okay? And theology, we said that. So all of it, we bring the pieces together and see how they marry up and mesh up, and then we look at the consistencies across all of that, the principalities in this thing. So, because creation is whole, it's whole and complete, and heaven has come to earth to do a work, to reside in earth and on earth, to do a work, and it's a work that we often do not remember. I'm coming into remembrance of my work and getting into the way of doing the Father's work. Ain't that what one of those messengers said? I got to be about the Father's business. So that's what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? So we bring messages that are edifying onto me and hopefully edifying onto you so that we can unite over the principles of these here messages and just be better people. That we whole, we complete. There's no need for me to exert myself over thee, and thee definitely is not exerted over me. Okay, no. It's creation. Creation is whole. Nothing is above creation except for the Father itself. Ashe. So if y'all can rock with that, if you can roll with that, hang with your girl, and if at the end of the video you vibe, or if you vibe now, subscribe, go ahead, we ain't gonna stop you, just do your thing and hit the little button and then hit the bell too, give me your thumbs up, it help me pick up on you. Okay, so let's jump on into it. How not to lose your shit. We didn't lose it, we didn't, but we did fuss a bit, we did. And we could have just made it easy by removing that which you should not have, go put it back, and you going on with that. And that'll be your punishment on your own self because you just, no. But I allowed her to take it. And then I felt the kind of way about it. And I came up with a consequence after the fact. But it was just like I didn't even feel like staying engaged. It was like I said what I said, and that was it. But I did say too much. It was just a little bit too much, okay? But, we are working on how to deal with some of these things because she is a defiant teen. When I say defiant, I mean defiant. Like she don't give two, will suck out all of your energy. I mean drain your ass dry. By the time you get finished fussing, you need to go take a nap somewhere. I'm serious, Father say. Don't let it drain you. Simplify. Calm your shit down. That's what Father say. That's where we at right here. Can you see that? Calm it down. Simplify. See, I could have made it real simple. I could have. Go, you don't take that. That's not my rule, and I'm not going to talk about it. Go put it back. Now, you don't have time to make a lunch. So tomorrow, you will pack appropriately so that you don't be hungry. Okay? Now, go on and scoop. Mommy love you. We could have just did that, but we working on this thing, okay? Roll with your girl. Clutter of any sort is a trigger, plain and simple. Too much stuff, too many choices, too many plans, too much information, and too many thoughts overwhelm our systems and put us on edge. Do you have a lot of stuff going on? Because I do. I do. I have like our channel, we're growing, we engage all the time, we're growing on our social media pages. We do the 9 to 5, we're growing there, and we got this little honey that we raising, so we doing that. We helping out with the our parents, you know what I mean? Well, my mother, we do that, 2 mothers, I do. We have those and we do that. And we have older adult children that we help out too. So it is quite a few plates. And then we don't want to talk about that. We get stressed, and there are too many balls in the air or on the floor, because you probably done dropped some shit, because I am not a juggler, even if those balls don't require our attention at the moment or aren't directly relevant to our lives, yet have wormed their way into our awareness anyway. So the things that you are just aware of, take up mental space, I feel. Mental clutter. Do you have a lot of mental clutter going on? Simplifying your life will help you feel calmer, less triggered. While many folks associate a simpler life with less stuff, it doesn't stop there. As a stressed out parent, you can also benefit from reducing the number of choices and decisions you have to deal with on a regular basis. That hit my kingdom. Yes, it did. We're going to put the blue ink pen on that. Let it flow into our life. I say let it flow, let it flow. Let it go and let it flow. Reducing the number of choices on a regular basis. Whose choices? Hers? Yeah. We need to reduce her choices. And I don't even know how many choices, how much more she can be reduced, because the girl is already on minimum. I don't understand. Like, seriously. I had to put the snacks and everything in the lockbox, because if I don't, then they gone. Like, boom, blink of an eye, out of there. All of them. 8. Don't even understand what that's about. But she do it. And I have to deal with the fact that that's a part of her behavior pattern. So we have to lock stuff up. Yeah, we do. She's not allowed to have technology. No cell phone, no none of that. People be like, well, I got to make sure I know where she at. Well, I know where she at. She always in her room. She don't go nowhere. She don't even go on the porch. She have friends that live right down here. She don't go outside. But that's what kids do these days. They don't go outside. You can't kick them out. Go sit on the porch for 5 minutes and get some air. Nope, they don't want to do that. I went outside when I walked to the bus stop. That's as much as they do. Anywho, clear your schedule and reduce your obligations. No, that's not for me. Father say, it's not about my schedule necessarily. Because I try to have things planned out when we have family time, set aside family time on a daily basis, where we touch base and we go through, like, again, she doesn't have technology, but we try not to have our phones and stuff like that at the table, where if we do, it's only for music, like background music. I have another daughter who's highly sensitive to sound, so like the chewing and all of that stuff, oh no, would drive her up a wall. So we put on the background music, like, little restaurant ambiance style, and we cook. When I say we all foodies, we love food. So when we go to a restaurant, we try to figure out what it is, how do they make it, what spices and stuff, and then we make them at home. You know how we do, since COVID. We've been doing it before COVID, but just still, look up the recipes and really, restaurant style at home and have a whole dining experience. We do. It ain't just dinner. It is our time to connect as a family. Everybody, how was your day? What's going on with you? Even if it's nothing new, we still just like to check in and connect. You know what I mean? So I don't feel that reducing the amount of information you take in, that could be a thing, even for self. Like, I'll be trying to find any and everything to figure out what am I supposed to do with this kid. She drive me nuts. I be feeling like Bernie Mac. Ooh, shit, come help me do some babysit something. Just saying. You see, I got my books. I got another one. Define Your Teen. My daughter bought another one. Nonviolent communication. Because you know how we be getting sometimes this mouth right here. I could say some shit. I will lose my shit and say some shit, okay? So we be having to work on them words. I could say what I want to say. My mama said that since I was a little kid. I could say what I want to say. Then she said when you get grown, you can say it how you want to say it. That was a lie, Ma. You can't. You can, but you would fuck up all kinds of relationships if I did that. And I done did that. I done said some rough shit to some people before. But I ain't a liar. It was true. But don't mean I had to say it like that. You know what I mean? You still have to watch your words. Because you can't go to work and just start popping off and saying shit to people all kind of way like how you would normally say it. Y'all know what I'm saying. Anywho. Calming and focusing your thoughts. Oh, I'm going to underline that one. Calming and focusing your thoughts. Thoughts. Father, circle thoughts. See that? Father say, your thoughts. Yes. Calm and focus your thoughts. Breathe. Maybe that's something I need to do when I see those situations. You know what I mean? Do you want something else in here? No, no, no. Where we gonna go? This right here is so true. That right. So maybe when those situations come up, like when I saw the whole thing in there, take a couple deep breaths. Calm myself down. Don't immediately pop off. You know, say the first thing that come to mind. Let it. Now, beloved, you know my rules. You have a certain thing that you are supposed to take to lunch, that it is allowed. You don't even have to ask because you know that that is your allowance, that's your allotment, is there for you specifically. Now, seeing as that you did not exercise that right, you're going to have to put this back, and you are going to have a state of lack today. You are not going to have a lunch. You're not. Because you didn't follow the rule. Yeah, that felt good. That felt good. That felt good. It did. All right. We have how can we infuse more self-love and compassion. That was left over from yesterday's reading. It was. But self-love and compassion is a thing when it comes to that, so that people don't suck out your energy. I have to have self-love and compassion for self. For one, for forgive myself for, you know, the little bit of fussing that I did do first thing in the morning. No kid want to be fussed at on the way to their bus, even if they are outside of the line. I mean, that gives them stress on their way and on their day. And I don't know how that's going to translate, you know, to her school day. I mean, she might be having some anxiety and anxiousness about the fact that, you know, what's going to happen when I get home? Am I going to have another consequence? Are we going to talk about this again? She may even be feeling like, you know what, I could do what I want to do because mom really didn't do nothing. She just fussed about it a little bit and let me go on about my way. Spirit says yes. It's not really teaching her that that's not what you do, because there really was no consequence. Me fussing and allowing her to do it is really me saying that, you know, it's okay. Like, you broke my boundaries and there was really no issue with it. They don't care about us fussing and yelling and all that stuff. That's just like in any other relationship. We have narcissists and look at that. I split right back on it. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? Father did say calm down and gather your thoughts. Calm down. So you don't let stuff like that suck all your energy. Ashe. Let's read that. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Today's soul action. Choose one self-care action to do. Set stronger boundaries. Ooh, I just said that. She don't think that my boundary is strong because all I did was fuss and let her do it anyway. So did I hold my boundary? No. I should have told her to put it back. You know that's not my rule. Put it back, and now you're going to be without. You're going to experience a sense of lack today because you did not follow the rule. Hold your boundary. Yes, Father, thank you. Meditate and listen to your heart. Calm down. What Father said? Calming and focusing your thoughts. Ooh, yes. Come on with it and bring it together. Calm and focus your thoughts. Meditate and listen to your heart. What's in here, so that this right here can drive what's in here, and then it drives my actions, what it is that I'm going to do, how I'm going to respond. Why? Because I'm response able, and I'm the adult. I set the model. I set the example. Okay? Speak to yourself with compassion. Yes, I have to speak to me with compassion, knowing that I could have done a better job in the moment. You know, we grown-ups and we parents, but we don't always know what to do in these situations because every child is different. Every child is different. I done raised, I've had my hand in raising a few, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5, but 3 belong to me. 2 bio, my last baby is adopted. from family because, you know, that's what we do, keep family together. Folks got issues. I mean, I ain't the only one. But anywho, love my baby to death, love her to death, but did not know everything that was going to be on this road, on this journey. And being her parent and her auntie, she get a double dose, you know what I mean? Because you my first niece and you my baby girl. But the issues that I deal with her make me a better woman, teaching me patience in a way that I've never had to have it. You know, so I have to claim I am patient, I am patient, I am patient. That's in my thoughts. I am calm, I am calm, I am calm. I am peace, I am peace, I am peace. I have stamina. Yes, am. I am stamina. I am perseverance. Yes, because we got to get to the next to what? Okay. Let's get to it. Focus on your strengths. We just said that. We just did a whole mantra about our strengths, yes. And how she strengthens me. And I appreciate her. And hopefully the things that I teach her strengthen her. But when I tell you she uses them shits against me on a daily, you talking about somebody take that shit in, weaponize it, and be able to feed it back to you in a way that be like, that's what you did with that, really? That's how you chose to use it. Okay. She got superpowers. And when I say I'm trying to figure out if she's going to be a hero, an anti-hero, or a villain, I don't know. Because she played all three roles. It just depends on what she wants and what is her motivation. So you talking about me having to switch up and morph up and all this stuff? I do be feeling like I'm juggling 3 different kids at one time. Like I never know which bag she going to come out of. But I guess that too makes me a better person because I have to be able to look and discern and respond, read her energy and figure out what the heck is going on and then respond. And I guess that's where that calm and staying calm comes into place. Say no to something that isn't a so yes. Oh, that was definitely not a so yes. I should have said all the way no. Girl, go put that back in the refrigerator and go on. Taking my forks and Tupperware up out this house. What is wrong? Going to the teacher's lounge to warm your stuff up. Say yes to something that you're afraid of. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Maybe me saying yes to her to take my Tupperware out the house was that thing. You know what I mean? Afraid that she ain't gonna bring my stuff back. And she don't lose all my forks. Now I have to go buy a whole nother set of silverware because she keep taking my forks out of the house. Just say yes to letting her do her own thing. Not own thing in such a way like where I don't keep a monitor on her. But sometimes you have to let folks learn. Again, your kid want to fuss at you about not wearing a coat, let them go on. You don't want to wear a coat, don't put it on. When they cold as hell outside, they'll learn to put a coat on. You want to take my, no, you can't take my Tupperware and my leftovers. You could have made a lunch. You didn't do it. So, yes, you get to go to school with no lunch because you didn't listen. So what am I afraid of? That the people at the school going to think I'm a horrible parent because she be rolling up out of here with no food? No, you have the opportunity to take food on a daily. If you don't take what's allotted to you, then that's your choice, boo. That's how that could go. I like it. Let go of what you can't control. Ooh, I just basically said that. Stay far away from drama and negativity. Oh, yeah, that would definitely reduce the drama and the negativity. Now, Whitney, because she walked out of here feeling negative like she just got fussed at about the food. I felt negative when she left because I didn't feel like I handled it in the best way possible. And it really wasn't no lesson learning out of the whole thing. Ask for help and allow it. Yes, I did that too. I talked to my oldest daughter and gave her the scenario. And she said, you know what? Since she took it, because I was going to have them leftovers today. She said, and since she took them, I think she should have her lunch for dinner. I said, you know what? That's right. I agree. And I thought about it. I said, if we could do that for the rest of the week, we really could. So we'll see. That was to help. We allowed that. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for. And I think I said my gratefulness for her in this segment. She makes me a better person. She increases my patience. I have to be patient. I have to dig in. I have to learn how to communicate in a way that is non-violent communication. Yeah, because you can't just say anything how you want to say it just because I'm grown. Nope. And realizing that, each kid is different and you have to pull out something different. The learning that I've come, the books, how not to lose your shit, because it doesn't just apply with kids. It could be with anybody. Anybody that's childish, I feel. So, yeah. I feel like we went through most of those for today. Am I willing? That's a good one. Father stopped us right here. Am I willing? Yeah. Are you on the edge of something great? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It says, today's soul action, be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra is, it's possible. It is possible. So it is possible for her to learn. It is possible for her to get it. It is possible for her to use her superpowers in a very good way. Now, she could decide to be an anti-hero if she wants to. Not necessarily a villain and not necessarily the, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman type. You know what I mean? But just maybe like a Deadpool. Doing a good thing, but for whatever reasons, but it still turns out pretty good, pretty decent. That learning to care about something other than yourself, that whatever the motivation is, that's how I feel. But that's the thing with anti-heroes. It's all about whatever their motivation is. Because you think about Deadpool or Catwoman. You know what I mean? You could never really decide which side she was on. It just depends on what suited her needs. And sometimes that's how I feel about my beloved. It just depends on what, but isn't that every teenager? It's like whatever suits their need. It's what, they're going to do. What are the dominant emotions that run in my life? Yes. How do you feel your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? And that's a good one because I started on a reel like it's Tuesday. So it could either be a tough it out Tuesday or it could be a terrific Tuesday. You get to decide and be intentional. And I said we're going to be intentional on making it a terrific Tuesday. Yeah. It started out a little tough with that little conversation, but it wasn't really much. You know what I mean? It's just you taking my Tupperware with some leftovers. Obviously, dinner was really good, and you would rather have that than the sandwich. Who could blame her? I mean, it was butter curry chicken, and it was good with jasmine rice and some steamed broccoli. Very, very tasty. So, I can understand, but come on now, beloved. Really? So, we have only today. Right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin feeling every day with which we most value, we will attract more of it. That is fulfillment. Yes. So I was very intentional on letting it go because it's not going to suck out my energy. Let it go. Recognizing when something is coming against you to pull out your energy. Recognizing when situations are draining you. How to pull back and stay calm and monitor your thoughts. Pull into some of that meditation and saying your mantra. Everything is possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. I'm on the edge of something great. We're on the edge of a breakthrough. And just keep saying, I'm on the edge of a breakthrough. We're on the edge of a breakthrough. We're on the edge of a breakthrough. Yeah, yeah. And it's possible. It's very possible. It is. What is the action? Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. Yes. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Do you have to achieve it to feel it? Do I have to see the end result before I feel the possibility or just the sentiment that we have overcome, that we can be successful in our relations. That do I have to see the result of her behavior before I feel the change in her behavior? Like, can I imagine it? Do I believe that it's possible? And I do believe that it's possible. I do. You know, we get to those points where it's like, again, sometimes I don't know what to do. But we always come back because the love brings us back. You know, the willingness to continue to try and to work at it because I'm committed to seeing her be successful. I understand that I don't have all the tools. I don't, you know, and I need help. And to allow that help is major. And sometimes as a parent, you can be disheartened when you do need help. But we say it all the time. Kids don't come with a manual. I mean, like when she popped out, you know, it wasn't a training guide that flew out with her. I mean, it was some other stuff, but it didn't have the instructions. It didn't say handle with care, but it was something about it that let me know I had to handle with care. I mean, it's baby. But some people don't get that. They just don't. And not everybody is designed to be a parent. They just ain't. You know. And I'm blessed to be able to do the work that I'm doing. But I know that I don't have it to do it alone. I do not. Father say yes. But I'm telling you, some of them days, I'm not alone in my no. I know I'm not alone. The Spirit does help me. And again, calming down, clearing out the clutter, the extra things in my mind, maybe competing priorities or just thoughts, awarenesses, you know, and those thoughts could be past thoughts of what she has done. And the ability to see her in a different light. Is she changing? Because it is possible. You know, she ain't going to be a perfect kid. No person is. But if the only thing that I'm worried about today is her taking leftovers for lunch, that might be something I might just let fall away. And don't let it suck out my energy, Ashe. Find a different way to deal with it at the end of the day. Something where she'll know that ain't for play. Okay? Because I ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the rest of the week because I wanted to take dinner one day on a Tuesday. Anything else on that out of here? Okay. Is it this? This one? Okay. Your needs matter. Am I communicating my needs? We definitely will do that later on. Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? I think I could do a better job at making sure that my boundaries are set and that she understands them, and that when she breaks my boundary, then it's going to be instant. No, go put it back because that's not correct. And now you just have to suffer the consequence of your own action because that's what you chose. And your choices doesn't change my boundary. It doesn't. What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? What am I afraid of? I don't know if I'm afraid of it, but I am concerned that she just doesn't respect the rules of my household. She just doesn't. No respect, Spirit, like no. So journaling. Journal answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes based on my own desires? Ooh, that was it. Because I definitely said yes, but it was not on my own desire. It was just like kind of giving up on it. Like, I don't want to fuss about it. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. Like, I was kind of kicking that thought out of my head. The clutter, I feel like, yeah. So, do I believe that my needs matter? And do I share them with others? No. I don't always share my needs with others because one, that is a thing that causes me a fear because I don't feel like people respect your needs. They don't give a fuck about what you need these days. Folks is on their own agenda. Yeah, like this honey, she definitely, yeah, suck out your energy. That's the agenda, is to get what you got. So I've been a person that's always had to fulfill my own needs. It's like, and I don't even, in these days, trust anybody to fulfill my needs. I don't, except for the Most High God. That's it. Like I said, I sing all the love songs on to the Lord. Why? Because He's the only one, it is the only one that can do that. I see heaven when what? No. Last night, out, so you told me secrets that you never told us, so you were so. Come on now. The mountains and the rivers, right down to the wire, even through. Don't nobody stay through like all that these days. No, the only person that be dedicated and committed to you like that, the only energy is the Most High God. I'm just saying. So for me, that's where I be at with it. But it could be different for some of y'all who really have that committed person, that loyalty and commitment and that true kingdom spouse where it's good like that. And that's wonderful. But for the most part, it be too much pressure. People can't live up to all of that. They just can't. It's like we be putting like the responsibility that the Most High God carries onto another energy and expecting them to live up to those mantras that we sing over and over and over again. And it's just not realistic. It's not. That's just my opinion. Anywho. Do I believe my needs matter? Nope. Do I ask for what I want? From who? The Most High God. Yep. When communicating my needs, what am I resisting? And with whom? What do I do? When I communicate my needs to the Father, am I being resistant? I don't think so. We let our mind go and we think about all the great things that we would love to do and what we need for self and what we desire for self. And what we do have is belief and unbelief. Like we believe on the Most High God that it can deliver all things. It shall deliver all things that we need. Like all of my provisions are met. Like I am safe. I am whole. I am complete. I am stable. Yes, I feel that. All in the Most High God. Now living in creation around all of these other energies, it could give you a sense of unbelief. And it could be, you could feel mistrusting. I struggle with mistrust as well because I haven't had anybody people come to you making all kinds of fake promises and shit, and they ended up being one of these. Somebody that just want to suck out your life, especially if you are any type of person with any type of spiritual gifts. If you are having healing nature and you are a nurturer and you would rather give and to see people flourish and to prosper, oh yeah, you get a whole bunch of energetic vampires. They want to come in and they want to suck off of you and they want to take what you got, and it's only on to their own benefit, and that is their motivation, just to get what you got. So I can be I have not been as guarded as I need to be, but I am in that space right now. You talking about, no, beloved. I feel there's work to be done in that. If you're not healed, if you're in the middle of something, no. Because I just don't have the capacity. Like that's not my skill set, and that doesn't suit my needs. It doesn't meet my needs. It's not. I got to pull back, fall back from that. I do. I love you. I do. But I love me too. And loving me come first. You do. So when I communicate my needs, what am I resisting and with whom, and what do I need in order to feel safe and to express my needs? I need to be around somebody else that's whole and complete. Yeah, that knows that they are complete, that they have a sense of knowingness that they are whole. Yeah, I know the Father. Hey, you want anything else out of here? Nope. Okay. Yeah. You are worthy, you are deserving, and you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you. Go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. This card has come out. And the last 2 times I've used that deck, it has. This one, yeah. Let's get a mindful message. We're going to wrap it up. Here's Louis Tarot show, y'all, where testimony meets tarot, moving pain, this one to purpose. Yeah, and that's why we have to testify, because a lot of us go through the same things and same issues, and it's not just like, oh, what is this love reading or career reading, and I'm going to get a whole windfall in the next 2 days or next month. You know what I mean? You hear the same thing over and over again. This is the month, and this is the month, and this is the month. Where if you keep saying it every month and it finally happened, it's going to be like, yay, she was right. No. I mean, present. In this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition. Yes. What did we say? How do you feel your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We only have today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin feeling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Beloved. That's that one that I just read. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life and values and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Present. In this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition, joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. You want another one? Nope. Anything else, Father? Nope. Are we done with the message for today? Ashe. Ashe. So what is the lesson? Live in today. Today is the day. It is the now. And that's really all that matters, is your now. Things are going to test you. Things are going to come to pull and suck on your energy. But you get to choose how you respond. How do you respond? How do you communicate your needs? Are you standing firm in your boundaries? Is it a no, or is it a whole soul yes? Because if it's not a soul yes, then it's a holy hell no. And that's something to remember. Not just for me, but also for y'all. Tears and Wheat Tarot, where testimony meets tarot. I'm not the only me in YouTube land. And I'm sure that somebody else falls away from their plan. Like, this is how things are supposed to go. And sometimes these kids and these other folks be like, no. Because they have their own agenda and their own motivation. But when we hold firm and be the model, sometimes it could just turn into inspiration. I feel inspired. I feel a little terrific. Started out kind of tough, but I think that energy is done. Yeah, we had got that out in the morning early. That was enough. We're going to make today the rest of the day, the present. It's the gift. Yes, the gift, hopefully, that keeps on giving. So we will be back on the morrow, provided the Lord give us another day. to just be living. Yeah. To the next now, y'all, on Tears and Week Tarot show, where you show enough never know what you gonna get. This is a testimony kind of day. Testimony meets tarot. Yeah. Until the next now, we love you. Ashe. Mwah.